Are there other questions? No, I have a question that, okay.
Thanks,
Holly.
Nancy. Thanks, Nancy, and thanks for coming today. I'm Holly Hinton with the Governor's Office for Women's Initiatives and Outreach, and just want to mention a couple of things that we have been doing thus far. The office, for those of you who don't have background, was created in 2007 by Governor Strickland to broadly address issues as they impact women and girls across economics, education, health, and personal safety. And one of the items that we worked on during the last budget cycle, which did pass through the budget, is through the Choose Ohio First Scholarship Program. Some of you may be familiar with that program. It runs through the Ohio Board of Regents. Colleges and universities apply for those funds, and now added to the list of considerations for those funds is the extent to which colleges and universities will recruit women for those fields. And those are directly related to 21st century skills and STEM jobs, just to let you all be aware of that. Also, I see this forum as an ideal way. We have this fantastic leadership now in the form of Secretary Solis and Nancy Chen here with us. So we have this leadership from the national level, and we can capitalize on that and work with it. This forum can be seen as a kickoff to us here in Northeast Ohio and really statewide. We're putting together a women's summit for March 8th, 2010, which will take place on International Women's Day next year. And STEM fields, leadership and career advancement for women are core parts for what we're going to focus on for that summit. So just to make all of you aware, this could be part of a statewide kickoff conversation that ties really well with federal priorities. So for anyone who'd like to learn more about that,
actually,
thank you.
Holly, can I make a suggestion? Maybe with the Momentum Conference, also add a workshop or something on green jobs for women?
Thank you, and I do also just want to take this opportunity to publicly thank Nancy and her office because she's helping support the summit, so thank you for that.
Oh, thank you.
I also think one thing we need to do as well, as we were talking at the table, is to make sure that we're not strictly focusing on the trade aspect of these careers. Mm-hmm. That's also the people that are selling the solar panels and all the other parts that go with it. So it's not just trades, it's also the parts that go with it.
I think that is very important. Someone else earlier commented that they would like to really know the definition of what a green job is. Actually, a green job is very, very encompassing. If you look at the middle class report, the White House website has that. It is so comprehensive. It really actually says that a job that is sustainable for families, and that pays good wages, good benefits, that can be considered a green job. So that is very, very wide. But other than that, there are, and I'm glad that you mentioned that, there are a lot more than in the construction area. There's energy auditing. There are even the something that actually I don't really understand much, but carbon emission trading. That is another area. So we do have to learn more in order to actually share this with the women, because not everyone is going to go into the trade job. Not everyone is going to be the trader for, carbon emission. But however, if we know, then they can really help themselves to direct where their interests are. I want to use the last minute or so to say what can the Women's Bureau do and what can the Department of Labor do? And I'm going to start asking, actually, someone mentioned that we need the age diversity. We do see that there are a few of our Gen Xers or millennials, and I'm going to encourage them to ask, give them the chance to talk first, okay? So here's your chance. A quiet generation. Let's not be the silent generation. and actually, I'm going to include the ones the microphone holders, because I think. Text us a note.
We will. I'll Twitter about it.
I mean, Joel, do you have any comments? I mean, do you include it too?
Oh, yes. Oh, Chanel. God bless you, Chanel.
I was wondering if I could text it to you. Would that work?
I wouldn't know how to do it.
I guess one of the things that we can keep doing as, young people, and Joel, he can speak to this as well. I'm going to put you on the spot. Is to keep bringing together the powers that need to be at the table as far as business and labor and environment and community organizations. These are the 4 tables, the 4 entities that will be impacted as we transition into this green economy. I think we're going to be, this is our economy. This is our next generation. This is our next 50 years. This is really important to us, and we also need to learn from the people who have worked in the traditional jobs. Some of you have heard me tell this story before, but my mother is a manufacturer in Toledo, and it is her hard work and the hard work of my grandfather, of them working on the assembly lines and in steel mills, that I see us transitioning into this new economy. So I think we need to use the legacy to forge to the future, and that's how we keep working together. Partnerships like this are really what's going to bring us together and push to this economy, and also bring women to the table and keep being loud and boisterous in text messaging.
She's the representative of our younger generation. She said it well. Very good. Anyone else?
I feel very tall. I wanted to just talk, and maybe Joel will talk a little more about this, we're very excited about the emerging field of social entrepreneurship. Hard-Hatted Women launched its own social venture in 2007 called Superior Workforce Solutions. Thanks to Joel's hard work, who recently graduated from Oberlin, and we recruited him as an intern this summer and have talked him into staying on with us for a year. We are actually looking at launching a deconstruction and materials reuse center in Oberlin, because there's some really cool stuff going on at Oberlin, my alma mater. I have to keep saying it 3 times, but but I've said to Joel and some of our wonderful New Vista members who are starting with us that I think that for their generation, social entrepreneurship is going to be the way that we see society transformed. It's that blend of the societal goals we want to achieve and the good elements of capitalism. So, but anything else you want to add? Put you on the spot.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think that for me, I was just really fortunate to find Hard-Hatted Women. I had a lot of ideas, I had a lot of passion, and I had really no idea where to put them. I'm looking on Idealist every day and just trying to find. I don't know if you guys know, Idealist is like one of the big league kind of career search engines, and just not being sure where I really fit. And so I mean, I was just really lucky that Hard-Hatted Women kind of gave that to me on a silver platter, or a post-graduation paper plate or something. I don't know. But I can definitely say that coming out of that 4-year education, I mean, one of the big problems that I had was not, especially at Oberlin, we've been talking at our table about like critical thinking and like learning how to think for yourself, which is all great, but then you have no idea what that really does for you. And I think that it's, I don't know from solutions, but in terms of making the leap of really understanding what those skills can do for you, I mean, I understand that now after having worked for a couple months and, hoping to work for much longer with Hard-Hatted Women. But, yeah, I mean, just really understanding the applicability of your skills. And, I mean, but that, I'm from Oberlin College. I'm really, really lucky. So I don't know if I'm particularly the one in need of the most help. So.
We have a couple more minutes.
Yeah.
Joe.
I just have a comment.
Sorry. She's been waiting.
Okay.
Oh, she can wait.